The Vikings got me drinking on a Monday, y'all. Whew, the Vikings is back in prime time. This upcoming Thursday, man. They travel to LA to play the Rams, man. KOC versus Sean McVay. They first matchup since KOC left to be the head coach for the Minnesota Vikings, man. And the Vikings took their first L of the season last week. How will the Vikings respond this upcoming week on the short week on a Thursday, man? The Minnesota Vikings are playing an injured, bang up Ram teams, man. The Ram teams right now is not that good for real, man. I think Cooper Kupp is coming back, but I'm not sure. It don't even matter. I don't think he is 100%. If he is 100%, I don't care, man. The Rams can also run the football, though. The Rams don't run the football like the Lions do, but the Rams can run the football. But the Rams are also missing a lot of key players on the offensive line. So this is a game where the Minnesota Viking defense should bounce back and get their mojo back, man. They played not too good last week, but this is a whole nother week, man. Can the Minnesota Vikings slow down the run game and make Matthew Stafford throw interceptions? Because y'all know Matthew Stafford will throw interceptions once you put pressure on Matthew Stafford, man. Can the Vikings hit home when they blitz Matthew Stafford, man? This is the big game for the Minnesota Vikings, man. The Rams are 2-4. The Vikings are 5-1, and this is an NFC opponent. You always want to beat a team in the NFC, man. And this is the game the Minnesota Vikings need right now. Because the NFC is a tight race, man. We seen them lose last week to the Lions. The Lions are 5-1. The Bears was on a bye week. They are 4-2, I believe. And the Green Bay Packers, I believe, only had 2 losses on their records, too. So this is a tight race right now for the NFC North, man. And the Minnesota Vikings cannot slip up and take the round lightly, or they ass will be on the flight back home with an L, man. But I feel real confident in the Minnesota Vikings in this upcoming game, man. Sam Darnold and that offense need to play better, man. KOC has to get better at play calling, man. And this is the game the Minnesota Vikings need right now, man. It's a Thursday night. They on the road. They going to L.A. It really ain't no home field advantage. It might be more Minnesota Vikings fans in the stadium than Rams fans. So the Vikings need to come out of this game with a W, man. Sam Darnold and that offense need to get it together in the air, man. Aaron Jones looked good last week against the Detroit Lions. I'm not going to hold y'all up, man, but I want to see a little bit more out of Cam Akers and Ty Chandler in this upcoming Thursday game, man. And T.J. Hockenson. Will T.J. Hockenson play or will he not play? That is the million-dollar question, man. I'm pretty sure T.J. Hockenson should play in this upcoming game, man. And that right there will be a big boost for the Minnesota Vikings offense, man, because the Minnesota Vikings do not target their tight ends enough inside of this offense, man. But I don't know if we're going to see a lot of T.J. Hockenson this upcoming Thursday. We might, but we might not. But at the same time, it still will feel good to see T.J. Hockenson on that football field in real game action, man. And the Minnesota Vikings offense got to score points, man. We cannot disappear in second, third, fourth, or first quarters against the LA Rams, man. I want to see the Minnesota Vikings play a complete game against the Rams, man. Can KOC call a complete game from the beginning to the end to beat the Rams, man? The Rams is not a good football team right now, man. And the Minnesota Vikings should beat the Rams at least about 9 or 12 points, man. This is the NFL. I'm not going to go crazy talking about 24 or 25. I'm not going to do that, man, because Matthew Stafford is still a good quarterback who can sling the football. And if you give Matthew Stafford time in that pocket, he will pick apart the Minnesota Vikings defense, man. That's why it's important for the Minnesota Vikings to hit home when they blitz Matthew Stafford, man. Blake Cashman is going to play. I don't know, y'all. Blake Cashman, he might not play in this game, man. But we got other people we could depend on, man. And I want to see more out of Dallas Turner against the Rams, man. Last week against the Lions, I think he only played in 4 fucking snaps. Like, come on now. Come on, Brian Fleur. DT needs to play more than 4 damn snaps in this damn NFL game on this Thursday night, man. But the Minnesota Vikings offense and defense need to get it together, man. We need to practice on stopping the run. And this is a good team we can practice on because the Rams can run the football good and they can also throw the football, man. But I like the Minnesota Vikings defense versus the Rams banging up offensive line and the Rams banging up offense. I think the Vikings defense will handle business. On the defense side of things, the Rams defense is not good at all. So Sam Darnold should have a decent game against the Rams, man. We want Sam Darnold to get his mojo back, man. Because the last 2 games, Sam Darnold had not been looking good for the Minnesota Vikings, man, and that's okay. It's a long season. You're gonna have drops like that, but we need Sam to get back. We need him to get his mojo back against the Rams, man. We need to get Jordan Addison involved more in the offense. Justin Jefferson need more targets in this upcoming week, man. And I would like to see Jalen Naylor get a few more targets too, man. KLC needs to working on some new plays against the Rams, man. But at the end of the day, the Vikings need to come out of this game with a W, man. This is an NFC opponent, man, and the NFC North is a tight race. We can't afford to lose no damn game really throughout the season, man, because the Minnesota Vikings still are trying to get that number 1 seed. The number 1 seed is still in the Minnesota Vikings face, man. We just got to take care of business Thursday against the LA Rams. I got faith in Minnesota Vikings. They will take care of business, man. Brian Flores, KOC, will get the team back in the winning column this upcoming Thursday on a short week. I got the Vikings beating the Rams, man. But y'all let me know in the comment section below. Who do you feel going to win this football game? I think the Vikings win, man. I think it's going to be like 27-17. That's a nice score. And the Vikings will move to what? 6-1. Let's get to the W.